Students at Alderson Broaddus University left somewhat in limbo after the school's inability to or ability to grant degrees was revoked just yesterday.
Let's all do it. Come on now. Woo!
My name is Molly Smith. I'm a senior nursing student here at West Virginia Wesleyan College, and my school, Alderson Broaddus University, closed down last year, so I just transferred here. When I first came there, I would describe it as alive in a way. It was the kind of the same school that I witnessed when I came on my visit 6 months prior. This is the PA side. The other side was the office, like all the offices really were. Holy shit, Taylor, this looks like they're all empty. All these binders are empty.
Yes, my name is Dr. Kenneth Yunt. I have been affiliated with Alderson Broaddus for almost 60 years. When I was here, enrollment was increasing. The college enrollment dropped off a cliff the last few years. Enrollment increased to its highest ever in 2015. So it was going up.
It was busy. It was hard to find parking. Sometimes, as the years went on, more and more people dropped out. And at first I thought maybe it was just COVID. But people didn't like the school. People didn't like how remote it was. People didn't like the performance of their teams. They didn't like their coaches, whatever the reason was. There's a lot of reasons that people left.
I would say the pandemic definitely had an impact. Economic challenges are huge. The inflation in the country, the budget deficits federally, the higher cost of doing everything, resistance to attending college, and all that coupled with leadership issues.
Yes.
Ooh, we got some drugs.
Training use only.
That's our Omnicell that we never used.
Ampule. What else is in here? We got insulin. Insulin. Furosemide.
I'm Jim Garvin, class of 1975. I did not seek this position. I was sought out and refused it. In fact, I called my buddy Al Christensen and offered it to Al. Al said he didn't want it.
I think it was mismanaged. There's rumors going around that the school would close. I feel like since I stepped onto that campus, I don't know. You know, you're not supposed to listen to the rumors, but at a certain point, did the rumors lie? No, the school's closed down.
I just think leadership is central. Leadership is critical. Every college and university is facing difficult environmental challenges, but every college but one in West Virginia got the authority to proceed this year. We're the only one that did not. The others are also facing those challenges, but leadership is central.
When I came on board on July 1, there was an exodus of trustees. 4 brave trustees, who I refer to as the legacy trustees, were brave enough to stand, not abdicate their responsibilities that they agreed to take on for the school. We were given 19 days. And when they brought it to a conclusion on July 31st, we were 3 weeks away from students returning to campus and revenues would have started flowing. We were 3 weeks away from this place being full of students today and a football game being played down on the stadium. And many of you here celebrating the continued life of AB instead of the unknown future, I'll put it that way.
My name is Jonathan Villers. I was a student here from 1985 to 1989. Got called back here as the pastor at Philippi Baptist Church in 2010, so I was the interim chaplain here during the last 3 years especially. And so even in the last 13 that I've been back here in Philippi, They were experiencing difficulties in one way or another. When they built the stadium and they put in the 3 new residence halls, we had almost 1,000 students and it was looking great. But it wasn't the school that I had, 30 years before that, because we really switched our emphasis to athletics.
Oh, they are.
I wonder if program files, office supplies,
Current. Current what?
These are all names. Dude, I don't know any of these people. This is crazy.
Still great students, still great faculty, but we really took a huge gamble that, if you build it, they will come, and we really needed to stay around that 1,000 enrollment, and we hit it that very first year, but then, in those next years, you just continue to see a slow downward cycle of being able to keep retention here on top of the hill.
There were still people that was their income, like their complete income. I mean, husbands and wives worked at AB. AB was their sole income.
If we had not done that, we would be where we are right now 15 years before. A $200 million facility we have sitting here on top of the hill. And many of it is literally brand new. We sort of put all our eggs in one basket, hoping that it would really see it turn, but I just think it was too little too late.
Most people, what would you rather choose? A school that's nearby, cheap, and you're able to get your degree, and there's a lot of people there, and you're not worried about it possibly shutting down? Or do you want to go to a small school, maybe in the middle of nowhere, and get your degree?
There are too many small liberal arts colleges in the state of West Virginia, the way that I see it.
I realized as soon as it happened that I could not be emotional about it. I had to take it out because I had to figure out what school I was going to go to in 3 weeks.
$45,000 a year is what we were charging a student to walk through those doors when they closed the doors. And I know there's student aid and all that, but it's just a lot of money when you can go to a state school right down the road and do it for less than half.
In the weeks leading up to it, we were all in contact with each other because there was the meeting to decide AB's future. They basically kept pushing it off, and we were like, "Oh my God, what's going to happen next?" And yeah, I was at work, and it was towards the end of my shift. Pick up my phone and said, "Hey, we're going to shut down AB."
This is Burbick. This is where the president's office is in here, financial aid. And this is kind of where, if you're visiting for the first time, you would go in there, and they'd be like, check out this view, and bring you out here. It's beautiful and convincing.